Y'all come on in. Come on in, real deal. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Hey, y'all. It's mine. It's your girl. And you already know. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm getting it back. Yeah, the real deal is almost back. Man, Henry Dinkins really disappointed me. Come on in, real deal. I ain't gonna keep y'all all day, but I ain't got nothing to do. We want to talk about Henry Dinkins. Henry Dinkins is one of the topic that I didn't know nothing about, but when I got into it during the trial time, I didn't really know that this man was this. And I'm not here to bash Dinkins, but during the sentencing, I ain't gonna hold, like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hold y'all out there. But during the sentencing, y'all, Henry refused to come out and say it. Henry knows everything. He know how to upset what her name? The mom, Breasia mother. He was determined that he was gonna hurt her. See, if I knew that he was upset with me because I wouldn't go back to him, I wouldn't let the agent go over there. I would have just let the little boy go. But grandmother said, the grandmama did say, you're not going. The grandmother did say, you're not going, Breasia. See, old folk know. I ain't saying we old, but older people know. When they feel the vibe, they know. That baby, when Breasia wanted to go, grandma said, no, you're not going. And they was being defining and grown, and we're gonna go anyway. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something about older people. They've been there, they done it, and they know. If they don't feel something ain't right, listen to them. Y'all young folk got to start listening. See, Henry disciplined. Henry. When Henry got to reading his letter right here, and we're going to listen to some of it. I got a video coming up on him. It's going to tear Henry up. Henry sat there and denied everything. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Henry was going to apologize. I promise y'all, I thought Henry Dinkins was going to apologize. I thought he was going to have Breasia name in there and apologize for what he did. Do you know that man did not apologize not one time, y'all? What happened to that baby? I just don't know where that come from. Where that come from? What happened? Henry couldn't blame. Henry got in his sentencing. Was thinking about money. Money, y'all. Henry Dinkins was speaking about money. Let's listen to some of this. I mean, he was talking about money. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. No remorse, Yolanda. No remorse. No, you know what? I'm telling y'all. What's that, Candy? I ain't see you. I ain't see. Oh, you was in live. I ain't see nobody. Girl, I'm gonna tell y'all something. He irritated me. That man irritated me, y'all. Much as I love kids, I love kids and women who going through stuff. I love women and children. When that man got to reading that letter, I got a video coming out, boy. I got a video. Not one, he didn't. You know what? Henry is so focused on the mother. He was so focused. You know, it's a lot of men like that. They don't want to see the woman being happy. A lot of men like that. When they break up, when y'all break up with them, they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you happy. He do not want to see that mama happy. That mama brought a change. That mother brought a turn around and made a change in her life. She didn't want to do drugs and alcohol. She didn't want to do that no more. She didn't want to be who he want her to be. She didn't want to be that no more. Anytime a woman change herself around and try to be better for her and her kids, y'all better watch out, man. He never mentioned Brea's name. Girl, he did not say Brea's name, not one time. He did not say Breasia Terrell name, not one time, y'all. When that lady mentioned, when the mama mentioned her daughter's name, you know what Henry did? He turned his head. He put the glasses on so he can see the mama. He didn't have them glasses on at the time. He put them glasses on so he can see how the mama looked. And he couldn't hurt that mama on that stand, y'all. And I was so glad she held up. I'm so glad the mama held herself up. See, a lot of y'all women got to be strong like that. Because these folks be wanting to see y'all mad. He wanted her to cry. See, the mamas, he wanted the mama to cry. He wanted the mama to break down. And I'm glad she didn't break down in front of Henry. Because if she broke down in front of Henry, she would have gave Henry everything Henry wanted her to do. And I was saying, I was over there pleasing. I was over there pleasing. I was like, please don't cry, mama. Please. Because if you cry, I'm gonna tell you something. If you cry, mama, you gonna get Henry what he want. Keep your babies home, y'all. This story right here took my heart. See, first of all, yeah. See, if she had a cried on that stand, he would have said, I got it. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing Henry did. I'm gonna tell you what Henry did too. And it made him, I can't say the words that I want to say because I got respect YouTube. And that's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna respect these people. Now, Henry couldn't make the mama mad. He couldn't make in drill mad. She gone. She happy. She glad she out of that cage. He still got to understand in the sentence and blame them two. He blamed Breasia and he blamed his little boy too. But Henry blamed the prosecutor. He blamed the judge, and he blamed his own defense lawyer. Y'all remember when he was writing the defense lawyer notes? He want the defense lawyer to say what he want him to say. Don't you know they would have been on put him behind? Henry. Yeah, I got a video coming out tearing Henry Dinkins up. I hope they ain't about to cut no grass. They ain't got no money to pay nobody today. So they might want to take that truck on down. I ain't got no money to pay nobody to cut no grass. I just saw my grass man. I'm sorry. Henry got the reading. The judge asked Henry, do you want to take a stand and talk? Everything that Henry wrote, everything letter, what he got right there. What he got right there. What he got right there. What Henry got in that letter right there. He a coward. He couldn't even get on the stand to say what he wrote. He rather write it down. I can't. Oh, wait. I don't care what nobody said about me. When it comes down to children, I am a voice for them. He wrote everything down on that piece of paper. But he want a man to get up on that stand and say none of that. He wasn't a man to get on that stand and say none of that. Y'all young girls, let me tell y'all something. These ain't the old men back in the days when they were my sugar daddy. These ain't these kind of sugar daddy. Y'all got some crazy sugar daddies. These sugar daddies taking y'all out of here. These sugar daddies taking y'all out. They hiding y'all. See, we had them sugar daddies. We ain't have to do this. Henry sat there with all that knots. He needed to cut that hair. That hair irritates me. I know my hair ain't fits right now, but that hair is irritating me. Henry is living in his day. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. And Henry is an old dog, and you can't teach him no new trick. Because he's set in his own ways. That's what that means, y'all. When y'all hear somebody say, when y'all hear y'all grandmamas and mama and older people saying, can't teach a dog, old dog new tricks, them the kind of old dogs that not going to believe none of you say. Henry about this. This what Henry about. Henry about them papers. Henry ain't about for nobody but himself. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on, y'all, for my lawn man cut my grass and I ain't got no money. Hold on. Marquis. Marquis. I went and got everything done. But I got that fit. One thing they did They were wrong. They shot me, they get people in here, get voted. The next day, one thing, and then wait, I don't think it is. Hey, Charles. Okay. Danny, what you got on Halloween time? No. Come to me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was out there talking to my lawn man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to my lawn man. But we gonna go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to my lawn man because I'm single. Shoot. All right, y'all. Let's look at this.
Have the right attorney is even slimmer. I was told by a birdie that if you have this case heard in any remote area where this is being televised, you would be found guilty.
Hold on for a minute,
this
y'all.
was by the state's own.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my dog right quick. The bad camper bad, y'all.
Officials that uphold the laws. So once again, where's the equal liberty and justice for the system for all? This racism
What's wrong with my, hold on, what's wrong with my speaker? I'm gonna put that up there for y'all. My speaker, so I'm gonna have to get another laptop.
Deep in the Iowa system for people of color, which I'm not only talking blacks. I know whites also have the same problem as well. But but it's more common for the people for men of color.
I don't even know what he want to say.
But the profile races that I'm dealing with is
See, and
behind
y'all
my
are there.
background.
See,
And almost
y'all are there laughing at me while he up there with his letter that he wrote that then. Y'all were laughing at me, thought I know I can read, but Henry had some stuff on there. I was scared to read. Girl, when he said racism, what? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I get excited. I'm sorry. I get excited. Y'all, I get excited. I was like, girl, you gotta hurt me in the bed last night. What? When y'all see that other video coming up at 10 p.m. Girl. Oh my God. I can't believe this man wrote this letter, y'all. I'm sorry for those who watch it. Y'all excuse me. Because I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I don't seen some criminals, but this one got to be more careful. Henry Dinkins.
5% of their news coverage, they mention my background or something in regards of that nature. If I didn't have that, I would have never got charged. When I was in Marshall County, before this trial began, here they go again, sliding negative news coverage of my background a week or so before my jury selection was about to begin. I said something to my attorney, which all he said was, there's nothing we can do about that. I made my mind up that if play fair and I can't get a fair jury selection.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Once I was
hold up. What did my computer just did? See, Henry just messed my computer up. Henry just messed my computer up. Henry, what you just say? What did you just say about your attorney? Your attorney had your back. Your attorney. Yes, your attorney. And I know you didn't put them lips on that girl. That's why she was fighting. That's why she was fighting. That's why she was fighting. What he said about his turn? Oh, he talking about Miss Davenport. I got to push this back. He talked about Miss Davenport. Miss Davenport shut you up. Well, he said this taking place while I was being there first. Yeah, I'm sorry. This supposed to be by Henry Dean. I ain't in on her. I got to get this out. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm hyper because I just can't believe it. It's so many kids going through this, man. And I ain't crying today. I ain't crying ever. She sure did told Henry. I like that prosecutor. She got professional, very professional. Like I'm trying to be with Henry right now. That's what I'm trying to be with Henry Dinkins right now. Very professional with Henry. I'm not going to let Henry take my blood pressure. I'm not about to let Henry take me there. I take you there. No, he not. Not Henry Dinkins. Not Henry Dinkins. Henry tried to upset us on this level. Let me calm down for a minute, y'all. Let me calm down. Okay, here we go.
I asked for a change of venue because behind the negative news. I also made the comment to find it because it's been quite some time.
What? Henry, you said that they weren't gonna never find that girl. You didn't think they were gonna some white men were gonna tell on you. You didn't think that some white men that go fishing was gonna tell on you. because you know that mama didn't know nothing about that late. But you got a smart little boy. That little boy is so intelligent. He didn't get it from you. He got it from his mama. He remembered where you took him. These kids are smart. I be telling people, a little baby is smart. A little baby know which way they came from. They know they came from down the street. They can point. I seen the 3-year-old, the police, the lady, the little 3-year-old y'all out down the street with some big old shoes on. You know how you put your feet in your mama's shoes, your dad's shoes, and you walk out the door. The little baby told the police she was over there. The little baby point, like, he said, you know where you live? She said. And I said, that baby need to walk down. They need to walk down that street. That baby know that she came from down that way. See, I be listening to kids. I'm sorry. I don't care who don't like me, but I'm on the kids' side.
As the time progressed, that even made it even slimmer. I also was going to represent myself because all the attorneys at the state.
Henry, stop, Henry. Hudson. Henry, don't do that, Henry. Yeah, he's the hero. Henry, that said that he should have represented himself. Henry, that man asked you, did you want to take the stand? And you said no. You said no, like, oh, no, I'm scared. But then you're going to put all this on it. Damn, you making me get on that man too hard. When his son put that battery back in that phone at Walmart, God worked in a mysterious way. When that little boy picked that phone up and had the nerve to stick that battery back up in that mother sucker, it shocked Henry. Henry didn't think that DL had that much brain. DL saved his sister's soul. DL saved his sister's soul. He saved his sister. Henry didn't do it. Henry didn't do it. You didn't do it, Henry. Henry, not one time in your letter. I want to hear you talk about abbreviation. Let me see. And then you're going to blame it on here. You go blame it on the attorney now. He wanted to represent himself. Henry, at the very beginning, they asked you, did you want a jury? Because you already know they were going to find him guilty. Then you say you want this trial. You lost. Then you say you should have represented yourself. You would have been very, very mistaken to do that. You would have been gone a long time ago. This is your fault at your sleepover. You lost at your sleepover. I'm sorry, Henry. Jesus Christ.
It was providing wasn't doing nothing in my case. So I just wasn't about to do nothing as well. So I at least was going to try to attempt to attempt pro se. When I seen the judge, he made the comment saying, I have no problem opposing this time on you. You need to reconsider your decision because you're facing some real serious charges. When I seen the look in the judge's eyes, I knew then I had to get a jury trial. But through the news press, through the news coverage and the news
Get your lips right.
Confirming his victim.
See? Stop. Look, y'all. If y'all were mad at me, y'all were mad at, look at Henry. Henry couldn't even read what he had on there. And y'all mad at me because I couldn't read what Mr. Henry had on that note. I couldn't read. I can't read like that. I'm not about to read nothing that man had on that thing like that. He look at him. He put his head up. Let me let y'all see that again. Rewind. Let me let y'all see it again. Look, he don't look what he do. And y'all think I'm about to worry about what somebody said about? Heck no.
preparation for trial by deception, or once it
Look.
By deception. So once, especially when you see the state ain't playing fair. I do remember being transferred from Davenport to Clinton County Jail behind the bad publicized coverage. I remember a couple of things taking place while I was being there. First, I asked for a change of venue behind the negative news. I also made the comment, man, they're never going to find it because it's been quite some time.
Look, y'all didn't think when I was reading that man's letter, I had to do the same thing. I was reading his letter, I was like, I can't read this. I'm not about to read this to these people. Not me. You want to get me to read this to y'all. I couldn't even, I was doing like Henry. I ain't about to take up for Henry. I wasn't going to read. I couldn't read that. Look at Henry. He couldn't even read what he wrote. He wasn't going to drive me crazy.
As the time progressed, that even made it even slimmer. I also was going to represent myself because all the attorneys that the state was providing wasn't doing nothing in my case. So I just wasn't about to do nothing as well. So I at least was going to try to attempt pro se. When I seen the judge, he made the comment saying, I have no problem opposing this time on you. You need to reconsider your decision because you're facing some real serious charges. When I seen the look in the judge's eyes, I knew then I had to get a jury trial. But through the news press, news coverage and the news confirming this victim.
Look, hey, that's what I did. That is the same thing I did when I was reading your letter, Henry. I was doing the same thing, Henry. Don't feel bad, baby. I was doing it when I was reading your letter. I did that too. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I was doing the same thing. Oh, your head back up if you're reading your letter, honey. That's your handwriting. I don't know what it's saying. I don't read like that. I'm sorry. I don't know what you were saying. That's how you wrote. That's how you were writing, Henry. I can read, baby. Trust me. My bill get paid every month. Don't be tired.
I know I had to get a jury trial, but through the news press coverage confirming this verdict with the high profile in this murder case. So my chances of winning even with a jury trial was slim. Even with
what?
Slim and even
what? Henry, wait a minute, Henry. What? Henry? Chance of winning? Henry said he wanted a jury trial because he had a chance of winning with the judge. Boy, what kind of classes will you take? No, you don't want to go against the judge. You don't want no jury trial. I mean, say you don't want, you needed a jury trial. You chose the trial that you want. You chose that trial. You should have got a jury trial. No, you want to face the judge, Henry Dinkins. And this is what you get. I wish you'd cut that hair, man. I don't know what's going on with it. I know my hair ain't fixed, but geez.
And if you don't have the right.
Oh, he said that he think he got a chance to win with the jury trial. I know you want. No, it was your decision, Henry. That was your decision to pick that kind of trial. You said you didn't want no jury trial. How are you gonna blame the judge? See, I like that prosecutor. You talked about the judge. You talked about the prosecutor. You didn't talk about your attorney. You switch attorney. You got rid of one and you got another attorney. Now they know when you don't switch 2 times. Come here, man. Come here, counsel. Excuse me, y'all. Come here, man. Come here. I know he messing with you. Come here. I know he chasing you. I know he chasing you. I know it. Move, counsel. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my little chairs and situated right here. Counsel chasing me. Hold on. Move, Cap. She don't want to do nothing with you. Leave my baby alone. Excuse me, y'all. Come on, Henry.
I was told by a birdie that if you have this case heard or in any remote area where this is being televised, and this was by the state's own officials that uphold the laws. So once again, where's the equal liberty and justice for the system for all? This racism this racism do run deep in the Iowa system for people of color.
Hey, hold up. Racism. Hold up. I see what you talking about now, Candy. Hold up. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, Henry didn't. No, Henry didn't. Henry, y'all got to stop bringing up racism when y'all mad. Justify for the system for all this racism that I'm in that this racism do. What? Henry, do you know what racism is? Y'all could be racism towards your own people. Them folks ain't been racism against you. If they were racism, then they would have been racism against the mom. That lady, none of nobody in that court was racism. Y'all got to stop because y'all losing. Y'all want to bring this up and bring the white folks up in the racism. Not everything, not in all everything. Something, not everything. Well, nobody. This man is really angry, y'all. He is really angry. Henry is really angry right now. This ain't got nothing to do with no white or black. Because of what you did to that little girl, to a baby. That little girl fought you, Henry. She fought you. You mad. You big mad, Henry Dinkins. Sick of these people like this getting away with stuff.
Do run deep in the Iowa system for people of color, which I'm not only talking blacks. I know whites also have the same problem.
The system of people of color. This ain't about that. It look like the most. I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna let it get to it. Henry. Only talking about blacks. I know whites always have the same problem. Henry, this ain't got nothing to do with white or black. It's what you did to that girl. You was black and you did it to a black girl. What are you talking about? You is sitting there disgracing us. I'm so sick of y'all doing it. This your fault. How you gonna put it on the white folk because you did this? You black, she's black, the mama black. What's the problem? You supposed to get away with it? I'm gonna get on Henry, honey.
As well. But it's more common for
take your breath, breathe, please. Probably as well, but it's more common for the PE for what?
For men of color. But the profile racism that I'm dealing with is behind my background. And almost 75% of their news coverage, they mention my background or something in regards of that nature. If I didn't have that, I would have never got charged. When I was in Marshall County, before this trial.
What? Hold on. What, Henry? What you say? You would have never got charged. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
Racism that I'm dealing with is behind my background. And almost 75% of their news coverage, they mention my background or something in regards of that nature. If I didn't have that, I would have never got charged. When I was in Marshall.
What? Oh, Lord. You wouldn't have never got charged because of your background. What's your background got to do with what you did? You did it. Your background, you had a good background. You was a hustler. That's what most men do, hustle. You have a good background. Manny, sit down. You had a good background. You a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler now. But I ain't gonna do nothing to no kid. When all these grown men's walking around here, this ain't got nothing to do with what you did to Bree Agent. No child should have to go through this. None whatsoever. When you got all these grown women walking around here. Talking about never got charged. When I would have never got charged because your background. Your background was okay. You was a hustler. It didn't say nothing about your children, what you did, no child. Ooh, we chat. Ain't gonna let you do this to me on Saturday.
Marshall County, before the trial began, here they go again, sliding negative news coverage of my background a week or so before my jury selection.
Negative news, Henry. Negative news. What's positive about what you did? What's positive about what you did, Henry? What is positive? What is positive? Man, you got me talking crazy. Because I'm just calm down, Lanita, calm down. What is so positive about what you did, Henry? What's positive? You ain't had no jury selection. What you talking about? You want to go, you really want to challenge the judge with what you did. Because he was a man. But you forgot he was a father, a real father to his kid. An uncle, a nephew, a cousin. You weren't gonna win it, brother. I'm sorry. You didn't have a chance.
To begin, I said something to my attorney, which all he said was, "Nothing. There's nothing we can do about that." Mind up that if they're not going to play fair and I can't get a fair jury selection, I should just take my case at the Davenport. To Cedar Rapids County Jail before my trial, the day of my trial, here they was again mentioning my name on the news again. I really don't know a lot about the laws, but I know enough when I see a lot of my constitutional rights being violated from the beginning up to now. Through this racial profile, the state and others have shown ambiguous.
Henry, I'm looking at them lips. I hope you ain't trying to put them lips on that girl. I hope you didn't. I hope the way them lips popping out, the way you talking, I hope you ain't put them lips on that girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, creation. Creation fault. Creation fault. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Drawing lines. But what can you do when you're told you're not allowed to speak? I can only play with what's provided by the courts and the state schools.
You weren't allowed to speak, Henry. What you mean by you weren't allowed to speak? Right, being violated. Henry, they asked you, did you want to come up there on that stand and talk? And you did like this. Oh, you was coward. See what you trying to do. I see what you trying to do, Henry. You trying to upset everybody else. You trying to upset the judge. You trying to upset. See, people like us smart, Henry. We smart, Henry. You ain't got to have no education to be smart. You ain't got a double one, but you ain't got to have that to be smart. You could be a mother, a real mother to know. And a real judge. You just know these folks got kids. Don't you know them guys in jail who why you talking about this? That's what you scared of. You trying to protect yourself in jail from them. See, I can only play with what provided by the court. You ain't got to do nothing but speak your rights, Henry Dinkins. When you gonna stop? How long you been blaming everybody else for stuff? It just, ugh. It's so many Henry Dinkins, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'll tell y'all later.
Me and my family tried to contact my attorney, which I was working on other.
Of course, Henry. He ain't that you ain't the only one these judges and these lawyers got to deal with. They do have other clients. That's why you supposed to have your stuff in check. So when they get ready to come visit you, they can go. That man ain't none of these attorneys and judges got time to waste on Henry Dinkins. Nobody have time to be just worrying about Henry Dinkins. Yeah, that judge, that attorney got a lot of people he work on. He wasn't supposed to just stop on your case. It's millions of people that do you know how far trial is set back during the pandemic, set a lot of stuff back. These folk playing catch up, and you ain't the only fish out there in the sea. So you had your chance to cut your hair.
Judge Latham, you
gonna say your attorney, Henry? How you gonna say he handpicked your attorney? Well, I'm gonna tell you, this attorney that you got right here, he stood by you. This attorney that you got right here stood by you, Henry. How you gonna say he handpicked? Henry, who are you? If you, I tell you what, why you ain't get your own attorney, Mr. Money Man? Why you ain't get your own attorney and pay for your own attorney to come in here and represent you? It's not your rights, man. Your right been violated when you did that to that baby. Let me shut this door up. So I can sit down, man. Sit down, man. Sit down, man. Yeah, they cut my grass.
One was my last option. I'm not going to bash my counsel because I know he personally did more than the Davenport public pretenders. But I know he overlooked some things in my case. I'm not quite understanding how I wasn't given 665.
Wait a minute, Henry. The state is not on your side, brother. The state is on the other person's side, the innocent people's side. She did her job. So you didn't come out for that lady. That lady did with the same thing I would have did. I would have handled you so professional, boy. So much about me, you don't even know. I would have handled you. Oh, yeah, like I'm doing now. I'm not quite understanding how I wasn't given 665. You're gonna be all right, Henry. Go make some friends. It's some more you in there.
Or seen any footage before this trial. He did make me believe he was going to raise these issues, but I never seen nothing come forward. I've asked several times, but was told you have nothing to worry about. I was being bamboozled by the blind side while nothing was being introduced or brought to the surface. I really don't know if this would have made a difference because the judge was just looking for any reason to get this verdict. I can truly say after hearing the judge's remark and why.
Henry, the judge ain't looking for nothing. They listen to what you think. Henry, when are you gonna blame you? When are you gonna blame you, Henry? There's so many Henry Dinkins out there. There's so many Henry Dinkins out there. They won't blame themselves. Many. They ain't gonna blame themselves. This ain't got nothing to do with the judge. They got something to do with you. What you want to present, Henry. When is Henry gonna blame Henry? When is Henry gonna blame Henry Dinkins? Henry had not yet blamed Henry Dinkins yet. That's why he's sitting with that orange uniform on.
I was in Clinton and Cedar Rapids. The judge demeanor spoke real clear to me of the courts, which made me realize that I never had a chance to win from the beginning.
The judge demeanor don't sit clear with you, Henry. I never had a chance to win. You're not gonna win, Henry. You don't know what you did to that baby. Why y'all people like that be so think y'all so innocent? Oh my gosh. You know what? I hate that baby. I hate that baby had to go through this. I don't even see how no woman dealt with you, bro. I don't even know how no woman dealt with you. You ain't never been around my kid. Period. Never. You ain't even my type. Sheesh. Oh. Can't believe this. I had a chance to win from the beginning that I never had. No, you weren't gonna win from the beginning. You weren't supposed to win from the beginning. Henry, why you messing with that baby? Why you take that baby out that house? Why, Henry? Why you take that innocent child out that house? All these grown women running around here, ready for you to smash them up. And them lips want to grab a baby.
So once again, where is the justice in the judicial system when you see the judge in his own personal emotion? Then you hear the judge say that everything made against you, he find credible, then tell you everything you said is a lie and untruthful, even when they know they lied. I do understand the power of the pen, especially when the power of authority is being abused behind watchful seers. I do wish situations were different, but the state has played dirty when they know they didn't have anything wrong.
Henry intention is what he doing now, y'all. They come in the courtroom and to get back on people because he was a coward to get on the stand. He talked about the state had played dirty when they know they didn't have anything on him. Henry, I can't believe it's something mentally. If you were my child, I know you ain't in your right mind. If you were my child, I know you're not in your right mind. If you were my child, I know my baby ain't in his right mind. And you just reading. I thought people had to read with their glasses. I wonder why people take out their glasses to read. I have to read with my glasses on. People take out their glasses to read. Ugh. God, my stomach hurt.
Me while I was their easiest target behind my background. I would have to say this is overwhelming, but I have to stay focused and grounded. I have more hurdles that I have to jump through, but I have to take things one step at a time.
A hurdle that you had to jump. You ain't able to jump no hurdle. You weren't able to jump no hurdle. Henry, you can't jump no hurdle. You can't jump no hurdle, Henry. You can't jump no hurdle. Henry, why? It's okay if you make a letter, but blaming others for what you did, blaming other people, Henry, they know mentally that you ain't right. Golly. I mean, I think you could sit there and that's evil. That's not even. You just thinking about yourself. Not one time you brought your mama, nor your sister, nor bring Asia in your letter. Those three you had not brought in your letter. You didn't bring up your mom, you didn't bring up your sister, you didn't bring up Brie Asia. You only person you worry about, them women, pimp.
For those who believe this fight is over, guess what? Through my resilience, you will see me the next checkpoint, God willing. My main focus is getting back
I know, Henry, stop. Please don't be resilient. Please don't bounce back. Then you gone, Henry. It's over with, Henry. Bounce back. Resilience is only bouncing back you got to get is straighten yourself up, Henry. You need to focus on yourself while you're in jail. Go to classes. Don't y'all go to that little church stuff y'all be going to. It ain't nobody but somebody locked up in jail. You need to go take the real class courses. I wish I can teach a course, help one of my health courses in there. We're talking about resiliences. Because the kind of resiliences that you're talking about bouncing back, that's not resilient. You talking about, you need to talk about resiliences bouncing back from the way you are. Not what you did to that baby. Because that ain't the first child you did it to. And leave God out of this. Y'all people be doing wrong stuff. Leave God out of this. Please, I don't know what God y'all practice. That ain't God. God with my mind focused on getting back home. Getting back home, you ain't going no home. We ain't letting you back out here in the streets, Henry. Harry Dinkins, we're not letting you back out here in the streets. No, Henry. You ain't come back out here with me. They let you out. I'm about to hide my grandkids.
But where is home after all this? Where is home? But right now, I have to stay focused on what's more important. I'm only able to play with what's provided by help from those who are watchful seers as well. I know the court has played unfair towards me. I played this scenario numerous times in my head trying to figure this out.
Well, the court played unfair. Hey, you get on my nerves. The court played unfair. How did the court play unfair, Henry? How did the court play unfair? How did the court play unfair? Court ain't did nothing but sit there and listen. You should have taught Henry scenarios numerous times in my head, trying to figure this out. Lord have mercy. Henry, you ain't gonna set me on my Saturday.
I keep coming up with the same answer. You never had a chance from the beginning. So I say this to you, Judge Layden. What if you would have found me? What if you wouldn't have never found me guilty and found me innocent? What would have been the outcome from their perspective? Everybody have to.
But Henry, they didn't. Henry, what are you talking about? Henry, what are you talking about? What if? But they didn't, Henry. You can't think about what if, Henry, when the what if didn't make it. What are you talking about, Henry? Something happened. Whatever you went through, that in creation miss. I wanted to see that girl play some basketball. I want to see her play some basketball. You took a young girl life who fought for her life. She fought. Her mama got some smart kids. Them some smart babies. You took her life from her, Henry. You had a whole Andrea right there. Why you ain't take Andrea with her white t-shirt? You could have took Andrea with her white t-shirt at that house. And y'all could have went for a ride out there that lake. But you took a baby. And you say I'm trying to get rights, right? I know what Henry doing. Henry using psychology. He trying to, what he's saying in his letter is what he wish he hadn't did. That's what he doing. You can't fool me, man. I'm the psychology woman.
Report to somebody, but God is the ultimate, but God is the final ultimate judge.
The God is who? It's the final ultimate. That's why you going to jail, Henry. That's why you going to jail, because God is. You're right. You are so right. God is the ultimate. That's why you're gonna serve some time. You're gonna go back-to-back sentencing. Yeah, you're right. God. Listen to what you're saying. Henry, you know what you saying is we're not. You said God is the ultimate. Yeah, so leave him alone. God is the ultimate. He giving you what you deserve. I mean, you said it. I ain't said it. You said it. You said, but God is the final ultimate. He did it. So what are you talking about? God is the final ultimate. Now what?
I do forgive those who may pass judgment against me unknowingly. Never once have the courts asked me about anything of the clothing or the shoes or during any of these allegations. Not important, but it was just giving the state more ammunition to point a finger negativity towards me. Just like me not.
Henry Dinkins. Your son knew what you had on, and Drill knew what you had on. Point a finger negatively? Nothing positive that you did. Nothing positive. I'm not about to take up for nobody like that. You ain't did nothing positive. What you do positive? You pointing the fingers. Ain't nobody else did nothing, Henry. We on going by what you said, Henry Dinkins. Henry Dinkins. I can't believe you putting it. Oh, look at him talking about Andrea. Just like me, not open up Andrea. You better not be talking about Andrea. You don't drove that woman crazy. You drove that woman to having a stroke. That's why she like that.
His door with my key to allow the police to walk into her residence. I don't have them rights for that. I don't pay no bills at her apartment.
The police didn't walk into her residence. He knocked on the door. You walked up to that door, Henry. You walked up to that door and you told you tried to open up that door. And you not the officer didn't. You think that police officer stupid? He wasn't gonna go in that girl's house like that. You went up to that door and knocked on that door, Henry. You did that. You knocked on that door, Henry, and ran. You walked away. You disappeared. You said, oh, she gonna come to the door. She gonna come to the door. That's what you said. You said she gonna come to the door. And she came to the door. She said, did he know he know you coming in? Yeah, he knocked on the door. You're a mess, man. Talking about I don't pay no bills at that apartment. To allow what? Henry, you leave Andrea alone. I'm so glad in the name of Jesus, Andrea got away from you. It's so many women so glad they don't got out of this stuff. It's so many men so glad they got out of this stuff. Leave Andrea alone. Andrea is gone. Andrea packed her stuff up and got the heck on. And that's what they mama need to do. Leave. You still blaming Andrea. Come on, I don't pay no bills at her apartment. Man, you gave that girl some money. Yes, you did. You offended. You took all them women, you made all them women allegedly do anything you want them to do. And I don't even see how they saw you like that.
Then you want access to her place. I didn't give no approval for her place for that. I didn't give no approval for authority to do. On the footage, I told him I checked, and he said, let's check. And then lied and said, I told Andrea, and then he lied and said, I said it was okay for him to go into Andrea's house.
Well, Andrew, well, I tell you, why you leave? Why you leave from right there? Why did you knock on the door and run? Henry, stop it, Henry. You know what Henry doing, God? You're trying to use psychology on people, and it ain't working. Like it was okay for him to go into the house. You said it. You told him that she'll let you. You said, oh, she gonna come to the door. He don't know. He guessed that's right. Because you said you drop her. Why you leave? And see, Henry tried to set everybody up. See, Henry had a plan. Henry Dinkins had a plan that didn't work. Henry Dinkins allegedly had a plan that didn't work. It didn't work for Henry. When Henry knocked on that door and ran, oh, she gonna come through the door. The man thought maybe you wanted him to come in, you don't know. And then she gonna use psychology and say, oh, he know you come, he know you not running up. He know you. Ain't nobody got to do all of that to y'all. That's the law. Y'all crazy, man. Something ain't right. Oh, gosh. That's why I'm staying single. I'm staying single until if Mr. Right don't come through here, it's okay. I'm good. I ain't got time for this.
But I will have to say the video do speak for itself.
What? You said so the video speak for itself. Everything you did is speak for itself.
There was one person's statement that was consistent from the initial report to deposition to trial, and that was Miss Gardner, Aisha's mom. I do recall her talking to Aisha before I left.
Yeah, I wonder why Breasia mama, what's up, Jackie? I wonder why Breasia grandma mama statements were good for you. Because she told Breasia to stay at home. I do recall her talking to Asia before I left. She told Breasia not to go. But you knew what kind of car to bring over there so them kids who want to go job riding. But you didn't want that older boy to go. He telling a story, y'all. He's telling a story. And getting on my nerve.
With the kids, or I wouldn't have never left with either kid. I'm still stumped about 900 exhibits plus, and I'm saying plus because I've only received 700 and the state knows that the ones that would have set me free, they used deception, but made a mistake by giving me 600.
Let me tell you something, Henry. Let me tell you something. Let me share with them. The grandmother didn't want a little bit. I started out from the beginning of my video that the grandmother didn't want her to go with you. Because she already knew what kind of man you were. And she told Breasia, no, you're not going with him. She had her reason for saying it. But allegedly, somebody pushed her and they're going.
And 65 exhibits during trial to go through into cipher after trial. I had 665 because I counted them, which I've already had 35 before this trial, which gives me 700 in total, except for the ones I gave my attorney when the state moved them exhibits to move things into mobile to fit their exhibits. I need that letter back, Chad, if you don't mind, the one that I gave you.
You know, you need that letter back if you don't mind, the one that I gave you. See, y'all tripped out when I couldn't read Henry Dinkins' letter. See, that letter, he want that letter back. He want that letter back because Henry knew that that letter that I was trying to read one right. I'm not gonna read nothing wrong. I'm not gonna do that. That letter Henry wrote, I can't read stuff like that, y'all. And he talking about he want that letter back. You better leave that prosecutor alone. You better leave that prosecutor alone by your head, Henry. But see, what Henry trying to do now is pick on that prosecutor. Sit down, Minnie, because I saved your life up here. Sit down. Sit down, Minnie. Talking to my dogs, yeah. You better leave that prosecutor alone while you looking at her. Better leave that woman alone, boy.
Pertaining to Aisha.
Aisha, what you say? You sure worry about that mom. That mom ain't studying you.
If I had 120 footage of video with 80% showing nothing, I can make a story up about any vehicle or make anything appear where I want it to be, especially if I'm able to take what I want to produce and the rest of it produce the rest where, let's see, my bad. Especially if I don't want to.
Look, he can't read what
Okay,
and y'all gonna get mad at me. That man can't even read what he wrote. He can't even read what he wrote. I'm not about to read nothing I can't comprehend. I read to comprehend. I couldn't read that mess he wrote that day. He couldn't even read the letter. Nobody want that letter he wrote. Darn right, I can't read. I can't read that.
Use the rest where nothing else is being presented but what I want the world to see. I know that they didn't give my attorney that information as well. I'm the one who said that I went to the quick shop, which was used against me. I'm the one who said that me and my son stopped by the mobile, which was used against me. If I would have got on the stand, you would have probably found a reason to use that against me. As the only reason why you didn't use my son's statements saying he seen me kill his sister, it would have made every lie truthful. It would have made everybody
Out of ordinary. We know he said that out of ordinary, but you ain't have to do that to her. You ain't have to do that to her face. You ain't have to do that to that girl. Shot that girl in her face. That girl fighting you. That girl fighting over that gun. That girl fighting you. That girl, let me tell y'all something. Bree ain't your fault. Bree ain't your fault. Bree, there go Auntie Camp. Look out the door. There go Auntie Camp. There go Auntie. Go look out the door. Auntie out there. There, Auntie A. She outside. There she go. Yeah. Tell Auntie Hey.
lies untruthful, which you couldn't have that. So I say once again, where is the justice and equal liberty in the system? Why wasn't Andrea's initial statement video played? They played mine, they played Aisha's, they played DL's, and they played Jerry's. I know the state, I know in the state know that Andrea's initial video recording says something totally different. That's why they didn't show them contents or produce that video, which I'm not quite understanding why my counsel didn't bring that forward as well. I'm not even, I'm not even sure if he even had that information because I've never seen any footages but what the public saw during trial.
Henry, you just want to upset somebody because you about to go to jail and do you some time. You just want somebody to fuss with you. Ain't nobody got time to argue with you. You one of them men that y'all got to watch our children, man. I'm telling y'all, watch your daughters, watch your kids, watch your kids, man. Cause you know what? I'm thinking about DL. I hope he ain't did nothing to DL. I really hope he ain't do nothing to DL. I hope he did. But all I can say, I know that that girl fought her for her life. She fought Henry. Ugh.
I can speak for days about what happened, but since my attorney didn't bring up any issues on motions, what are my chances now? Even Jared's statement are twisted up.
What?
Like I said, anything the court can use to find his verdict guilty. There it is, right there in the eyes of the public, racial profile. When I was giving
Racist.
them exhibits, I wrote the court.
Henry, ain't nothing racist about this trial. You racist. You being racist in this trial. You being racist in this trial. Ain't nothing being racist in this trial. Racist didn't come up. Racist didn't come up in this trial. You did this, Henry. You can't blame nobody. You should have left that girl where she was, man. Gosh. And you locked in, you at your sentencing. Still blame everybody but Henry Dinkins. You blame everybody but Henry Dinkins. Henry Dinkins. I wrote the court. Allow him listen.
I wrote the court during this trial saying with urgent attention, quoting case documents, law from the Iowa Law Book of Iowa Rules of Criminal Procedure, stating the following item and its reasons, but once again, it was overlooked by saying, I'm going to give both parties that information. You have to talk with your attorney. I know I'm not allowed to put case numbers, but I sent the statement of the following items of evidence in possession or control are necessary for preparation for the defendant to inspect copies, photos, or exhibits that the state intend to offer into evidence at trial or belonging to the defendant. From the law book, I sent consequences of failure to make disclosure of discovery, failure to disclose supplements or of early responders to admit, failure to disclose or supplement. If a party fails to provide information or identify a witness as required by the Rule 1.5, the party is not allowed to use that information or witness to supply evidence on a motion or at a hearing or at a trial, unless the failure was substantially justified or harmless.
What? Testify.
It also says if in disclosure of expert testimony, if a party must disclose to the other party of any witness, it is also, it's expert testimony. A party must disclose to the other party identity of any witness the party may use at trial to present evidence under rules of evidence, saying any exhibits that will be used to summarize or support the opinion. Are also sent grounds for vacating or modifying judgment and material evidence newly discovered which could not be reasonably diligently have been discovered and produced at trial with official comments in Act 1943 federal practice. I'm only able to do what I can just to be rejected or overlooked once again by everybody. When you ask your counsel when will certain things be brought up and he tells you through other witness, but it's misleading of your counsel when he knows that the state is going to rest and there is no more witness to raise the issue but he tells you different. But you are not allowed to speak during trial.
Man, let me skip this stuff. Cause he getting on my nerve.
Isn't final. Your fight is only over when you throw in the towel. What initiate champions? The Almighty. My endurance is built strong like never before. My joy is beyond any experience I ever imagined. I will overcome this. I am encouraged that a power far beyond my
You
physical.
know what, Henry? It just seemed like, really when you locked up, you got plenty of time to rebel yourself. Henry didn't write these pages. A church guy in jail wrote this letter for. We already know that. That's why it don't sound right. Probably also a man with the life without, but we don't care. We don't care nothing about that, Belly. It's still is what he wanted said. It don't matter if he wrote it or not. It's still what he wanted said. What he wanted said, he told him. I don't care who wrote it. Not about to feel sorry for him.
Pierce and give me spiritual armor through this fight of lies with truth that will set me free.
And then he got an old nasty attitude. He ain't even mentioned nothing about Asia in his letter. He ain't mentioned nothing about that child in his letter. Nothing about Asia. He ain't mentioned nothing about Asia in his letter. Nothing. Asia name didn't come up in him. My mama name didn't come up in him. My sister name didn't come up in this letter. Nothing. Only thing he brought up was the two women that he fell in love with, Asia and Andrea. I'm not about to go back and forth with nobody about this man right here. He's guilty. Because he didn't have to do the judge thing. He chose to do it. Henry needs help. And he gonna get all the help he needs, right? He got all the time he needs to get help for what he did to that little girl. Not one time. Asian name came up in that letter. Not one time. His mama name came up in that letter. Not one time. His sister name came up in that letter. Only two names you heard was Andrea and the mama. Y'all, men, not only men, women as well as men, blame other people for what they do. Henry know he did wrong. Trust me. Henry didn't want no jury because Henry knew that jury would have found him guilty a long time ago. Henry, a grown 51-year-old man. We're not talking about a 7-year-old child. We talking 51-year-old man. We ain't talking about no teenager. We ain't talking about no little child. This ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. But that's what we do when we guilty. We blame others for what we do. It ain't no challenging. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm on the right there with that baby, that little girl. Children can't speak for themselves when they gone. DL saved his sister's life. DL saved it, and Henry knew. See, DL is a blessing. If you want to talk about God, he's a blessing. He's a blessing. DL is the blessing for his sister. That boy gonna go through some mental change, but that boy about to go through some, y'all. He's the one I'm feeling sorry for right now. DL. Ain't feeling sorry for no old man. Ain't about to feel sorry for no old man. Because I know an old man, you know, did the same thing to some folks I know. I don't care what nobody say. And I believe everything them children say. Y'all. This girl, this baby didn't deserve this. Briage's supposed to be playing basketball. Briage's supposed to be doing things, doing TikToks. Briage's supposed to be enjoying herself. Now you got his own son, a witness, gonna miss his sister. He gonna have a good time. He gonna go out and have a good time. Then he gonna come back mentally, and he gonna think about his sister. He missed his sister. His sister was his ride and die. I ain't worried about no old man. I ain't worried about no old man. I'm worried about them young folks. Mamas, we got to do. It's got to be real. Y'all got to start doing real stuff now. Whatever your mind say, mamas, it's real out here now. It ain't like it was when I was coming up. It's real out here. He did, let me put it right here because you made sense. He did all that right and didn't say he didn't do it. Ain't nothing but the devil. He didn't bring creation name up not one time. He didn't bring up his mother. He didn't bring up his sister. He brought his past. Now, he ain't got nobody else to blame. He blamed it on the judge, prosecutor, and his own lawyer. Because what nobody say. I know I can read, but I wasn't about to read Henry letter. Henry said some stuff in that letter right there had me like bumping and jumping. And let's not talk about how he gaslit his son with the love you. I love you. In that. That's everybody tired of Henry. Everybody. His hair tired of him. I'm tired of him. Everybody, the people tired of him. The city tired of him. The state tired of him. Everybody tired of him. Now Henry talking about, I got a video coming out at 10 o'clock p.m. Henry just, I told Henry last night, that's why then, y'all, when y'all don't see me around, I'm bringing up some, I'm finding content for y'all. I be working hard finding content for y'all. I ain't just not coming live, not for nothing. I want to bring it out for the people. I come out here for the people. When I put something out there, it's gonna be the real deal. It ain't gonna be no fake deal. It's gonna be the real deal. Cause I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick of it. It's happening right now. Women, we got to get on our job. It's real out here. It's real out here. These sugar daddies ain't like they used to be. The sugar ain't sugar like it used to be. If ain't nobody tired, I ain't gonna never give up on these kids. That's why I never shut my page down for nothing, for what nobody say. I'm here for these women and these children. And you can't get rid of me because I'm stronger than you. This didn't make no sense. Y'all stop being weak. It's time to get real out here, women. It's time to get real. It's time to get real. Don't put nobody over your children. You crazy. That little girl would have been, man, Henry just sat there and could have said all that on the stand. But he was a coward. He didn't never did, not one time he apologized to Breasia. How could he, and he thought he was gonna upset his son when he said, I apologize. Man, Henry, stubborn, selfish, and he wrong. This ain't nobody fault but Henry. That's right, Belly. If he was, you know what? And what I don't understand. If you were innocent, they asked you, did you want to take the stand? They asked him, did he want to take the stand? Henry can't blame that on nobody. He can't blame on the jurisdiction system. He can't blame it on nobody but himself. They asked him, did he want to take the stand? Oh no, but then you're going to put it in a letter. You should have took the stand. Tell your story. Don't be explaining through no letter. Get up on the stand and explain your story. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. We women got to wake up. Stop being manipulative. He explained nothing. If someone falsely accused me of something, I'm going on stand. You falsely accuse me, I'm going on stand. I'm going to clear my name. Y'all lying on me. I ain't about to let y'all sit right. I know me. I'm the only one know me. Don't nobody on YouTube know me but me. And I ain't about to let it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And when I go wrong and I'm been sentenced, I'm about to apologize to the ones that I did this to and said, I know I need some help. I'm going to say, I know I need. Henry hurt me. I thought Henry Henry surprised me yesterday, y'all. I was waiting on him to apologize to Breasia. He rolled his eyes at the mama up on the stand. He took his nose up at the mama. And the mama looked him in his eye. Said, Henry Dinkins. She said it just like I said, Henry Dinkins. The mama said it. Y'all, I'm so glad. Let me tell you something. And guess what, y'all? I got a video coming out at 10 p.m. tonight. He said, it's not over. Henry, it's over for you, baby. You got a back-to-back sentencing. They done with you, Henry. Henry, you know how many people they got stacked? They got piled of people to go, Henry. You when they can put your pile on the side, Henry, they got to go to this pile, and it just keep growing, Henry. He sure did. He just revealed the rest of his sick character with that letter, sickness. He said, even if I'm on my brother know I'm about to come real with it. My brother know I'm about to come. All the people in the family, he know I'm about to come real with this time. And his mama didn't even raise him like this. Good people. His mama didn't raise him like that. Exactly. Talking about he was told not to speak. He was told to speak. No one could silence you. He said he didn't want to say nothing. You had 3 years to say something. He have not mentioned Bree's name not one time in the letter. He ain't said nothing about that little girl. And like the mama said, what was she saying? I know for a fact Breasia fought for her life. When that mama sat there and came to that stand, she came to that stand.
Ms. Cunningham, I see that Ms. Langford has left the courtroom. Would you like to address the court?
Your Honor, let me see. I think it's probably, is she coming back? She's coming back, Your Honor.
That's so sorry for me. Y'all gotta stop feeling sorry for these
Ms.
old,
Langford, are you ready to make your
these
statement?
old men and women who low down like that. See, he thought what he thought was gonna happen right there, that the prosecutor was gonna start. Look at him looking at dress. Why he put his glasses on? Why he put his glasses on, y'all?
I think the flexibility is the part that
Why he put his glasses on? Cause he wanted to see how Asia look. He want that young gentleman. He want that young girl.
State your name and spell your name for my court report.
Okay, my name is Aisha, spelled Aishia, Langford, LANKFORD.
You may proceed.
All right. Your Honor, my name is Aisha Langford, as I said before, mother of Briasia Terrell. Before I continue, I'd like to thank the court for providing me the opportunity for me to speak today. July 9th, 2020, exactly 3 years ago, since the last time I saw my baby girl. When I dropped her clothes off for her in DL after I got off work and showered and headed over to the Jersey Ridge Apartments complex. Once I got outside the complex, Briasia running out, smiling as she always does, a smile that can light up a room, any room. We spoke for a few minutes while she held her dog, Chloe. She said she loved me, and I watched her run around to the apartment complex while her lovely locks bounced away around 6:30-ish. Those are my last words with my baby girl. So I wrapped my mental around her face. Her last words, she said to me, the amount of pain I felt and feel that no mom should ever have to feel, because man, that stuff hurts real bad in a different spot. I didn't even know it existed until you, Henry Dinkins, changed that for me. Broke my trust and emotions I had the day you took my baby girl from me and just gunned her down like she was nothing and left her and never said a word at all. It's really painful that a statement could bring so much anger. I have a number of questions for you, Henry Dinkins, surrounding that night that play through my mind every day. Did she want me? Was she scared? Did she see those gunshots coming? Did you shoot her while she was trying to get away? Did she scream for help? Did she beg you to stop? Did you see in her face when she realized she was shot the first time? What was her last words? Did you stay and watch my baby die? How long did she suffer? Did you watch the life
Me
leave in
too,
her beautiful
Shaka.
hazel eyes? What did you do to my son? Why? Do you know the answers to any of these questions I asked, huh? Henry Dinkins, why you sitting
My heart, y'all. I think he did something to DL. Deep in my heart, I hope he ain't did nothing to DL. I'm like you, Chaka. Man, that touched my heart when she got right there. Oh my God. If y'all don't feel this right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. I couldn't imagine the kind of pain that one was in. And not to do I ever want to experience the kind of pain. I mean, when she said, what did you do to my son? That made me felt that he don't did something to DL. Because she said, what did you do to my son?
hurt you? Watching you during these proceedings. That isn't right. You sit there with smile right to speak to me when you never once spoke to me after July 14th, 2020. You remember when I saw you in Scott County Jail telling me you didn't do this Why you haven't said nothing then? Why? Henry Dinkins case. You didn't just take away my baby's life. You took away. You didn't
Stay
just take away
strong,
my
baby.
baby's life. You took away everything from me. My family's sense of security, lives, health, and potential. Potential for Breasia to be someone's wife. The potential to be a mother, a college graduate, prom, everything. Oh, my baby girl, Henry.
Watch he
I
turn
went
his
from
head.
believing I
y'all.
wasn't the best mom, but made things happen, but best I could, to downing myself day in and day out as what kind of person am I not to have protected my daughter? I've broken myself down many a times over and over, analyzing text messages, calls, and conversations about everything, trying to figure out what I could have done differently. I watched my oldest son completely lose his childhood and be the cast of being the man of the house for me, because I was truly broken the day I got the call stating they found my daughter. I'll never forget, March 22nd, 2021, around 7:30 p.m. So they told me they had information I have been waiting on. So that night, my tummy was in knots, and all I did was cry, and I held my pillow so tight, trying to hurry the nightfall so I could get up, so I could rush the kids to school and get on that highway near DeWitt, March 23rd, 2021. Once I got out there, it was a feeling I can't even describe, because it was the snuggle on my heart. Mentally, I was going insane because that was a different feeling in my body I wasn't used to. I kept myself covered from the media footage that was other, while I shed so many tears inside because I couldn't describe that. My daughter laid behind those squad cars and big RV man. I couldn't do nothing to save her. All I got a glimpse of.
You don't care.
All I got was a glimpse of a damn blue bag, man, that crushed my whole soul. I promise, broke me down, and still am. And my son commit to every hurt need I need, and still does. I watched my youngest baby become unrecognizable. At times, with the amount of anger he sits and holds to from this trauma you put him through, he's so hurt, he has no idea how to even understand or even cope with the loss of his best friend, partner in crime, his sister, who helped him through so much of his life. He would to overcome this and gain himself back and be somebody. He will not be what you have put him through or even made him sit through. We are suffering from so much, with anxiety and depression at the top of our list. I can't work at times because all the trauma, on top of the world of things I encounter at most jobs, to social media crap, pushed me into a shell I haven't been able to shake quite yet. Our lives changed. 3 years went past us with no stops, right before our eyes, so she could be laid to rest properly. Still yet, this all feel like a movie. I haven't changed the channel to be, because this can't just be it. Like, that's all. That's the piece that sinks in, still hurt, because I thought hearing you get a life sentence with no possibility of parole will help me sleep at night, and it just doesn't, because she didn't have to be gunned down like that, nor left like that out there like she was just trash. She didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve to have
Stay
her life
strong, baby.
remain
Stay
shown
strong.
across the TVs.
Stay strong.
Like she did. She did it, Henry Dinkins. So whatever you get won't be enough, because your family get to come to see you, and my baby is just that, just gone, and never, ever, ever coming back, as she left me July 9th, 2020. Peace, understanding, and forgiveness will never come. I also truly hope what you did to her will haunt you for the rest of your life. I'll hold on to those good memories we shared, and not how you left her, and how she laid across that damn creepy swamp place thing where you left her and said not one word. How could you? How could you be such a monster, Henry? I am thankful for the justice for Breasia Terrell and my baby boy.
Thank
No, she did good. I'm gonna tell you, Henry was looking for mama to just break that.
Proceed with my judgment and sentence in this case. I must address some of
Henry, let
the
me stop right
statements
here.
made by the defense.
Henry, and you know what, y'all? On my last video that I made, it's something about every one of y'all that came in my chat. I put something very nice about everybody came in my chat. I appreciate y'all because when I did this case, to let y'all know, I didn't know nothing about this case. But I know children and I know women. And I'm a human. And when y'all came in my chat, I asked y'all questions after question. Who sent y'all? Because this case touched my heart. And when y'all came in, I let y'all take over. Is this him? This case right here took my heart. I have never heard of this case until I took it. While y'all had already knew about it, and I was shocked. But this goes on every day in every family. I am so afraid. Even though my kids grown, I got grandkids. I just don't. I like being by myself, y'all. I'm comfortable being by myself, but I wish I could meet someone. But I'm so scared. It ain't like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. You can never overcome a loss like that. You can't. All children, whatever situation, whatever age, it will always stay with you, a big hole in your heart. The age will always be an age of mind and heart forever. As a parent, I have made mistakes. It's okay. I know I have. And this case haunts me. Because as a mom, I think of all the mistakes I have made and my daughter. But lucky, nothing bad has happened to her. But anything could have made my situation a different outcome. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all mothers, y'all are beautiful. Y'all make beautiful daughters. You got to be careful. I don't want to get into it. Y'all got to be careful by bringing men around your children, bringing other women around your children. See, women too, not just men, women too. See, I was strict, and I was strict for a reason. I don't care what nobody said about me. Doing right. Watch, man. Cause see, when you try to be nice and let them go spend that over their dad house, y'all gotta remember, their mama house, they got other people be around them. They ain't watching them like you watch them. Now Henry sitting here still putting the blame on everybody else and still ain't said nothing about Breasia. That's what hurt me in this case. He ain't said nothing about Breasia. He ain't said nothing about Breasia. When the mama started talking about Breasia on the video that I got coming out at 10 p.m., Henry turned his nose up. Henry, y'all didn't know that Breasia daddy died. See, Breasia daddy died. See, everybody was wondering where Breasia daddy was. He died. Breasia daddy gone. Now Breasia gone too. This case make me question every decision I ever made with my daughter. Just like that, anything could have happened. That's scary. That's true. All I gotta say is, watch it here. Your first mind, your first instinct. Y'all, I got 2 dogs. And when my children come over here and talk about my dogs, y'all ought to see how I act. Don't be talking about my dog, don't be hollering at my dog. My dog look out for me when y'all ain't him. They doing what they supposed to do. They supposed to ball and protect me. We deal with people like this every day through our lives. Stop being so careless. Prayers for the family. For real, I pray for DL like for real. You know what? It's real over him. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm praying for DL. Y'all don't know which way he thinking right here. It's his sister. That boy gonna need some help. DL saved his sister. DL saved his sister's life. Important that Henry really did time 10 years for his sister child when he was 17. Henry had issues. See, we ain't know nothing about the sister child, Beverly. But I knew it had to go further than this. But when people write letters and see, Breasia did something. So he did the Henry already did time 10 years. So it was his sister child that he did 10 years for. I don't know nothing about that. Years jail when Henry was 17. Not murder, but abuse. Yeah, that's abuse. So 10 years he did that to their own sister child. Allegedly. Some people experience all kind of touching. Perhaps Henry was. Something happened to Henry. Something happened to Henry. See, he did 10 years. See, Henry needs help. And the only help Henry gonna get is fit. Oh, you know how to jump off his stock, Henry. I ain't even know he did it to his sister child. I ain't about to take up for nobody just to be with no man. Yeah, man. What? See, this case opened up then. He got a jail mark he got out of jail in March of 2020. 4 months before he took Bree life. What? Got to be more careful. I can't, y'all. I can't. 4 months before he took Bree life. I can't. I'm trying to see where the trust was when he got out of jail. See, some men and women are very manipulative. They make you feel like they cool. They cool. They don't did their time, then they cool. 4 months. Just because that they daddy don't make him good, y'all. If y'all know, if it was my son daddy, he just got out of jail 4 months for doing something that she didn't know. Something had to be she didn't know. Something that she didn't know. Ain't no way in the world. He wasn't meant to. That's what he worrying about. Chicago, he worrying about them people in jail. But these right here, Eddie thought because he had a sweet spot for her, he wouldn't violate her child like that. Yeah. But going back to this, he got it there in March 2020, 4 months before he did this too. Man, please. He gonna get it in prison. See, he brought that to court with him to try to hide this right here, what you said right there. What you said right here. He brought that to court today to try to hide the violation they're gonna do to him. See, he don't remember that that man in jail, he gonna have to pay him too. Never admit, because always then a chance to get out. He ain't getting out. Henry ain't getting out of there, baby. But all those appeals, he ain't going nowhere. You can appeal and appeal and appeal and appeal. Don't mean you going nowhere. Henry ain't going nowhere. Henry ain't going nowhere. And let me tell you something. Ain't no room in the street for him. Cause we got some more Henrys out there. There's some more Henrys out there. Sure did. The judge made sure he can't appeal. He don't even know it. He can't appeal. He done. Anybody with that cut his head, me and my boyfriend up in there. Cause that's the only fur he gonna get. Oh my God, I mean, folks leave God's name out of stuff. The judge made sure. He did. Let me put that back up. I don't know why I got it. The judge made sure. Sure did. Made sure he can't appeal. Made sure. I tell you what, made sure. Not made sure. The girlfriend spoke up to save her butt for going to jail. The girlfriend falsified a gun registration because she wasn't supposed to legally have it. She sure wasn't supposed to have no gun. Andrea wasn't supposed to have no gun. No, she didn't. With his track record, he should have never been released in the first place. Exactly. But Maria, what you said right here, you know what? She wasn't supposed to have no gun. She's supposed to be locked up. She's supposed to be locked up. She sure did save her butt. She wasn't supposed to have no gun up on that mattress. She wasn't supposed to be around no guns, period. And read. Y'all, please, man, protect my kids. Whatever y'all do. Whatever y'all do, protect my children. They everybody's children. They ain't just your child. They everybody's child. I had to talk to a daddy. I talked to a daddy Thursday. And I told his father, come here, man. You ain't got to run for country. Come here, man. Come here. Sit down. Sit down, Pepper. Leave her alone. Acting like him. You better leave her alone. Messing with me. Leave that girl alone. You don't make me forget what I was saying. Can't forget on my nerve. Yeah, these dogs get on my nerve over here. And folks be at me, why you ain't let your daughter them spend the night? He shot Brill in them bushes. Real fault that man. Because of this, but this here right here shot me. This shot me right here, y'all. This shot me about him. See. This stuff right here shot me about him. Don't nothing shock. You know what? These days don't nothing shock you, do they? Don't nothing shock you. I don't care what nobody said about me. When mine was young, sure didn't let nobody go around them. I kept my own. But not that, what I God, I'm gonna tell you. I know I forgot. So that was his sister child that happened to. 4 months he took Bria's life. So in other words, since I'm gonna go to jail, I'm about to take some more lives. I mean, Bria your fault, y'all. Bria your fault. Y'all got, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all protect y'all kids. Protect your kids. When they say girls are young, they supposed to be beautiful. They supposed to wear stuff what they want to wear. Integration. Still. Henry is. I just feel so bad because it's so many kids out here going through this, and the mamas don't believe them. The mama think it's the daughter's fault. You can't help your daughter beautiful. Your daughter acting like her daughter. All that girl was doing was TikTok. And so what? They supposed to be able to dance and have a good time. You don't supposed to be looking. No telling how many TikToks he looked at. Yeah, he wrote that. He wrote his perpetrator. That judge right there one place. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't about to take up for nobody who do wrong. I don't care if you is my kinfolks. You wrong, you wrong. Say what you want to say about me. You're wrong, you're wrong. All these talking around looking at these young girls. There's a lot of old women, older women. It's older women, young older women. We don't even say old no more. Because the older women ain't old no more. Y'all old men. We ain't no old women no more. We take care of ourselves. That's why we look good. And then And y'all ain't got no, I ain't about to leave my children around no man. And I'm about to listen to them too. I'm not about to leave my children, my girls. I was strict with my girls. And if they say something, I'm gonna believe them. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna believe them. I don't care how much I love you. I'm still gonna believe them. So leave them alone. I'm gonna believe mine. I ain't raised them like that. So sick of Henry. But the judge did, he said, I must address some of the statements made by the defendant. Let me hear what he got to say. Let me see what the judge got to say. I'm so glad this case right here, I had to get in this case. When it comes down to women and children, for those who don't know me, I'm for women and kids. Yes. Yes, I am. You don't like the truth? That's you. You don't like the truth? That's you. I don't care what you feel about me. He couldn't even read his own letters. Hell, I couldn't even read it. I couldn't even read it.
Defendant in this case to the court. This court has provided the defendant with very competent representation during the entire course of this action. Actually, the attorneys representing this trial, his last counsel, are very competent. We're very zealous in the representation of the defendant.
So
Could have asked for better attorneys. The court made its decision based on all the evidence that was presented in this case. The court's ruling was based on facts.
So well, shocking.
I find no legal basis to grant any of the defendant's motions for judgment of acquittal or new trial if that was the intent of some of his statements as a pro se motion. Because the defendant was found guilty of 2 Class A felonies, this court has no discretion on what the sentence shall be imposed. Rather, life imprisonment is mandatory. The court notes, however, that the defendant has an adult criminal record dating back to 1989. This history, coupled with the horrific nature of these offenses against his own child sister, requires that this defendant be removed from society for the protection of society.
That's right.
This sentence provides for both punishment and for protection of the community. Mr. Dinkins, it's unconscionable that you would take such actions to murder a 10-year-old child who was entrusted to your care. It's very clear to this court that you have no conscience or remorse for your actions. You blatantly lied about trying to find Breasia. You took no legitimate actions to find her. You knew exactly where she was.
Joe did.
Due to your extensive criminal history and the fact that you removed Breasia from the place that you were authorized to care for.
Y'all hear that? The judge know he knew. Everybody knew he knew where Breasia was. Everybody knew he knew where Breasia was. Everybody, you waste time. You waste time. You knew where Breasia was. You knew it. He knew where Breasia was the whole time. Nobody's stupid. Shoot, you know where Breasia was. I've been playing games.
And then take Breasia to a dark, deserted area in the country and shoot her in such a horrific manner
And look at
supports the finding that the sentences to be imposed on both counts 1 and 2 shall be served consecutively. Mr. Dinkins, pursuant to this court's finding you guilty on September 15th of 2023 of murder in the first degree in violation of Iowa Code Sections 707.1, paren 1, paren A, and as provided by Sections 902.1, it is the judgment and sentence of this court that you be committed to the custody of the Iowa Department of Corrections for the rest of your natural life without the possibility of parole. Pursuant to this court's finding you guilty on September 15th, 2023 of kidnapping in the first degree in violation of Iowa Code Section 710.2 and as provided by Iowa Code Section 902.1, it is the judgment and sentence of this court that you be committed to the custody of the Iowa Department of Corrections for the rest of your natural life without the possibility of parole.
that's it.
DNA sampling will be required. Each of these counts will be served consecutive to one another for the reasons stated earlier. The Iowa Medical and Classification Center is designated as a reception center to which you shall be delivered by the sheriff. Pursuant to Iowa Code Section 910.3B1 in paren 1, you are ordered to pay to the heirs of Breasia Terrell, and as noted by the county attorney, to Aisha Langford, $150,000.
Look at him.
Mr. Freeze, do you wish to address Category B expenses at this time?
Your Honor, I believe that given Mr. Dinkins' status presently and going forward, he'll certainly be able to qualify for a waiver of category B expenses.
Ms. Cunningham, do you wish to address the court on this?
So,
No, Your Honor, and the state would not resist the court entering that finding.
Based on that, the court will find that Mr. Dinkins is
Amber.
indigent and does not have the reasonable ability to
come on,
pay
Manny.
Category B expenses. Now that you have been sentenced, it is
Come
my
on,
duty
Manny.
to advise you of your right to appeal.
Come here.
Under Iowa law, you have the right to appeal your
Come on.
conviction and sentence to the Iowa Supreme Court. In order to do so, you must file a written notice of appeal within 30 days from today's
Sit
date.
down.
Failure to file such notice of appeal in that fashion will be deemed a waiver of your right to appeal. In other words, you will lose it. If you think you want to appeal but don't think you can afford an attorney or transcript of these proceedings for that purpose, you have a right to make application with this court for court-appointed counsel and a transcript of these proceedings, all at the expense of the state of Iowa. Just be aware all of this must be done within the 30-day time limit that I have just outlined. I'm sure if you have any questions concerning this, Mr. Freeze or Mr. Waters would be happy to address this with you. I'll acknowledge receipt of any pre-sentence investigation reports that have been printed for the purpose of today's sentencing. No appeal bond will be issued in this case. Minimus will issue immediately. Anything further in this matter?
Your Honor, I do want to make a record relative to some comments of Mr. Dinkins. Mr. Dinkins spoke to the issue of the state having provided all of these exhibits during the trial that he had not received. The state did comply with all discovery requests that were made. I would note that there were a significant amount of photographs. There were a significant amount of body-worn camera footage that was generated by virtue of officers and their involvement in the investigation, as well as recorded interviews. There is a record that would reflect what was provided by discovery, but I want to speak to the practice of this particular prosecutor when I am in trial. My practice has always been one
Wear him
to
out. Go,
make
girl.
copies of any exhibits that I'm going to introduce during the trial and provide that to counsel. So while they may have received that during the course of discovery, I find that it's very beneficial for defense counsel just to have a copy that I'm presenting to the witness right there on the table before them so that they can follow along as I'm introducing those exhibits. I want to make it clear that when Mr. Dinkins suggests that these were exhibits that were just came out of the blue and were presented for the first time, that was not the case. It's simply the state's way of being very considerate of my colleagues on the opposite side of the table and making their jobs easier and making the process flow much, I think, more efficiently by providing those copies. So I think it's important to make that record. Additionally, Mr. Dinkins had indicated that there was a lack of notice of various witnesses. Certainly the court understands and defense counsel understands that with respect to any type of criminal prosecution, the state's required to file minutes of testimony. And then if there are, supplemental additional minutes of testimony that need to be filed, that is done. There were several sets of minutes of testimony that were filed. Every witness that was called to the stand to testify were individuals who were listed in those minutes of testimony. And every report that documented their statements to law enforcement or any investigative steps taken by law enforcement was a part of those investigative reports. And in fact, the state would further speak to the issue of expert testimony, particularly that of the FBI's testimony. My predecessor, who had been on the case before I took office, had filed additional minutes of testimony indicating there had been a USB drive provided that set forth all of their investigative reports. Even though that discovery had been provided, I went through the process of filing duplicative additional minutes of testimony to specifically identify every one of those individuals and to provide each of their reports that were generated through the FBI laboratory. And I would also note that when Mr. Dinkins speaks to the change in testimony, every witness who got on the stand to testify, the testimony that they provided stemmed from statements that was made to law enforcement. And there was no steps taken by the state to coerce any of these witnesses to provide fabricated testimony. Certainly the state understands its obligation, but even if we, didn't have, a strong sense of obligation to that, the state, our job first and foremost is to do justice, and justice takes on many different faces. And there are times when justice is best served if the facts are such that they indicate there should not be a prosecution. But in other instances, justice is served when crimes have been committed and the state goes forward and engages in those prosecutions. The state is very mindful of that obligation, and there was nothing untoward in any of the actions taken by the state. And that's the only record that I wanted to make for this, recognizing that there will be additional proceedings, I'm sure, relative to the appeal or any future post-conviction relief action.
I will leave the issue of the amounts totally payable to the crime victims compensation assistance program. I will leave that open for further hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Freese?
Now, what, Henry? Now, what, Dinkins? Boy, I just want to tell y'all this. I just want to come in here and tell y'all this. From the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. I want to, yeah, that's what he was, a coward. He was a coward. I want to tell y'all from the bottom of my heart, when y'all came in here, and I've been saying it over and over and over, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in here, doing this case with me with Henry Dinkins. I didn't know where y'all came from, but all I knew, I care about kids, and I don't care what nobody said about me. I got 5, 3 girls and 2 boys. Girls first. And I love kids. I work with them. Been working with them for years, girls and boys. And I never make sure that neither one of them get hurt. Nobody get hurt. That's why when I was sick, I was out there standing in that cold, getting wet, freezing, standing out there for them kids. That's how I got that cold. That was just a calm cold. It wasn't even COVID. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, Maria. I'm telling y'all, when y'all came in here and took over, and y'all was some mature audience. See, I don't have kids on my channel. I had mature audience. When I went in the audience, y'all took over. Because y'all know I was making other videos. I can't just put videos out there. I got to listen to it before I put it out there. You know, and I want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some of the best audience. You know, my 10 o'clock live, I said the same thing. I love y'all for what y'all did. Came in here and took over, and I was like, where these people come from? I love them. Because I deal with people who got love in their heart, with children and women and men who going through stuff. I love y'all. Y'all did a good job with Henry Dinkins. Trust me, y'all. They seen the channel. I didn't want to tell y'all. They saw this channel. This channel is different than most channels. You may not see nobody in the audience, but you see important people coming here that y'all don't know that they in here. But I ain't gonna tell you. I just want y'all to keep putting the real deal out there, the real thing out there. Just keep coming in here, saying the real stuff. They watches this channel, y'all. Lawyers and everybody. And y'all did a good job. Then y'all hear Henry talking about social media. We got to take care of our kids. It's for real, y'all. Cherish your kids and love your kids. You got beautiful kids. You beautiful. You beautiful. You do. We got another case that standing out here that they closed the case already. But you can open up a case if you can open it up. Ain't no way in the world a girl gonna go out there and hang herself on a tree. So it's a lot of cases out here, y'all. We ain't done. Ain't no stopping here. We can't stop at re-aging. We're not gonna stop at re-aging. Everything that I talk about is gonna be important. We got to stop the men and women. There's some bad women out here. But I want to thank y'all and thank y'all today again for coming in here. This ain't no joke. This case ain't no joke. This happening right now. Asia missed her whole life for playing basketball. That woman, that's the only girl she got. And her dad, Bria's dad, is already deceased. See, we didn't know Bria's dad was deceased. Bria's dad is deceased. We going to get all on Maria. Ain't no stopping here. Not over here on the Real Deal channel. I don't care. Ain't nobody. Let me tell y'all a little bit something about my channel I meant to tell y'all about. Just because you don't see nobody in the chat, we out here working. They listening. They listening. They watching y'all. They listening. Now the ones in the chat, y'all, I appreciate y'all. But the ones who, they watch this channel, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with this channel. This channel good. Y'all come in the chat, just start talking. Don't y'all notice when I come on, I start talking? I ain't looking for nobody in my chat. I ain't looking for a million of people in my chat. I'm here. And y'all listen. That's all I need. I don't need all that in my chat. I need for y'all to listen, like, and subscribe. And leave y'all reaction. Cause what makes sense, what y'all reaction is, does something for me. That's why I don't doubt nobody's reaction. I let them say what they gotta say. Some people going through stuff. But mothers, y'all are beautiful. And y'all had your children had handsome father. Man, you better be careful who you bring around your children. Be careful who you bring around your children. You ain't got to have nobody. Who said you have to have somebody? How this girl gonna go to the club in a security shoe? Man, I got so many. Y'all better watch them videos I'm putting out here. I'm bringing out some good videos. I'm bringing y'all some good videos. Go and look at them. Go look at them. Sometimes the law be getting away with stuff. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Some stuff you can't question. Y'all better pay attention to what's going on over there in Israel and Hama. See, I've been paying attention. Yeah, about the white teacher who got pregnant. I put it out there. I got a video. I got that video, Chicago. I got everything y'all need to look at. I already put that out there. I got that video out there. I got her out there. I did it, Chicago. I did that video already. It's a shame. I got that video. I got that video. Yeah, I got that video. You need to see it. You need to see it. I be putting it out there for y'all. I be putting some good stuff out there. I just need to get y'all to watch it. Boy. I be giving y'all, that woman is wild. You got women out here, you got men out here like that. But I want to thank y'all for coming in. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I said I wasn't coming in here alone to talk to y'all, but I love y'all so much. It's not the world, it's the people living in the world. It's not the world, Bella. It's the people in the world. See, the people make up the world. Y'all got to stay focused. Y'all got to keep y'all eyes open. Y'all got to stay focused. Because you can get distracted if you don't pay attention. You got to stay focused. I don't put in the pay of nobody. I used to tell them little boy when I was young teaching, and I was a young looking girl. I looked young, not like this. When I was 23, I looked like I was still a teenager, like my children look. My children look like teenagers, but they not. And I used to tell the little boy, get off around me. Don't look at me like that. Get off around me. Don't need that on my hand. Move. No, you ain't gonna have no kind of crush on me. You have any kind of crush on me, but you got to go. Y'all got to watch it. See, when you pay attention to stuff, you better pay attention. Y'all women now, see, they don't even know women like in their 40s, 50, 60, 70, don't look old no more. They don't look old no more. let me tell you something, Chicago. There are people that will survive that jail for me. It's so much that when it come down to mines, I'm crazy. Even though man's old enough to take care of this, so they got, I don't play when it come down to my grandkids. And me in the courtroom with Henry, I don't need no paper to read to Henry Dinkins. I wouldn't need no paper to read to him. I wouldn't need no paper for Henry Dinkins. I don't need no paper to read out for Henry Dinkins. Like a what, girl? In psychology, I'm the one using psychology. My children, no, I love you. They like, Mama, you always using psychology on people. I said, no, I ain't using no psychology on you right now, but I'm listening. I'm gonna say what I got to say. I don't care what nobody say. Say what you want to say about the real deal, because the real deal gonna keep it real. Say what you want to say. Shoot. Y'all, I'm not about to hold y'all up. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I just wanted to come here and tell y'all, my checks is always open for your reaction. Because I got to hear what y'all got to say. Because y'all are human and y'all are people. Make it make sense. Stop playing with it. Don't let nobody change your mind about something that you know is right. Don't let nobody change your mind. Don't do that. Don't let somebody nice face it fool you. The R word, people is their K word, is their abuse, everything. I love y'all. I'm about to go. I didn't know I was gonna be here this long. But I just want to tell y'all that y'all did an awesome job on the Henry Dinkins case. Y'all did. I love y'all. Y'all made me laugh. Even though I was sick, and I ain't even have COVID, I ain't have nothing. I just had a common cold, standing out there protecting them kids who walk across that street. Y'all did an awesome job. I seen y'all come here. I said, where do these people come from? Who came over? Who sent these people over here? I said, these people doing good with these cases. I like them. I like the men, the women. Okay, Maria, everybody gets LWOP. No way days. Where are we going to put all these people? In jail. In jail. In jail. We're going to put them in jail. They're going to build more jails. They're going to add on the jails. They're going to add on jail and they're going to build more jails. Jail, jail, jail. They building jails now. That's why they letting all them people come over here. They're going to build more jails, y'all. They building them now. They building jails like they building apartments. Man, they got plenty of jails. They trying to move some people to other jails. Now you need more workers. Jail about to get some hard time. See, they let these people have their way. Now they about to fix things. Oh, let me put this up. Bella, their punishment doesn't end here on earth. Just a flash, because the judge is the last thing they need to worry about. God create a heaven and a hell. See, you can sit up there and tell me, you can go in that court tell me something, and God this and God that. Y'all better start using these like he was using God's name insane. God ain't about to let all them folks up there. Talked to my daddy and I talked to my mom and said, hey mama, and daddy, so I'm close to my dad. When all these little days come by, someone I woke up and said, Daddy, what's up, Dad? I know you're up there barbecuing because my dad liked to barbecue. I said, y'all save some for me. We don't know what's gonna happen when we leave here. It can be another life. We don't know. But they ain't about to let nobody like Henry up in that, not in heaven. You God listen to anybody, I listen to anybody. But I don't believe I'm about to believe you. I know a man, y'all, did this to his daughters. And you know what he asked me? He thought because I was a fun person. He asked me, he said, Lanita, you believe I did that to them girls? I said, I believe everything they said. Now what? I looked them in the eye to eye like I'm looking at y'all. I said, I believe everything they said. They want no more about 6 and 5. And then he said, you do? I said, and I'm looking at this man across the table. I said, I believe everything them children said. Well, you know, I don't know what you wouldn't do. I know what they wouldn't say. Child ain't gonna say nothing. They don't, children don't just say it like that. And you they daddy? Man, get out my face. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Please leave me alone. That's what you need to do. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Cause when I ask a child something, they tell me the truth. They ain't got to lie. Child ain't got to lie. They will, but they won't. Y'all, I love y'all. You know, I do too. I believe he said that. See, the L said that he said that because he won't hit. The L admit that he said that because he wanted he don't like his daddy. That's why the L said that. The L said he said that because he don't like his daddy no more. He said that's why he said that. Y'all ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm about to eat. I'm hungry. I ain't ate all day. But y'all see, don't got rid of that cold, boy. I mean that cold been doing like this. Now I got the wrap up good. Now at work, I was out there in the rain. But I had my umbrella, but don't nothing stop no strong woman. I'm a strong woman. I got to stay strong. Maria, I always think when I'm capable to have murdered my child or any child, just give me the needle. How can I live with myself having done such a humongous thing? Now we know we ain't shot her one last time in front. I ain't got time to figure that out. I'm done with Henry. I feel that girl fought for herself. She's a basketball player. She fought for her life. She fought when he had that gun in her face. Henry couldn't handle that girl. Henry was losing his breath. But y'all, I love y'all. I'm about to go, okay? I love y'all. Y'all check that 10 o'clock p.m. All right? I love y'all. I'm out, y'all, okay? I'm hungry. I love y'all. I'm out.